In the bustling heart of 1920s, Moscow, where streetcars rattled and snowflakes swirled like whispers of forgotten words, lived a man whose mind was a vault with no locks and no keys, only open doors. His name was Solomon Cherishevsky, a journalist by trade, but far from ordinary. He possessed a mind unlike any the world had ever seen. At the newspaper office, Solomon sat in the back, scribbling down dictations. Editors admired his uncanny ability to transcribe long speeches, word for word, without ever writing them down. He never took notes. He didn't need to. What others heard and forgot within moments, Solomon stored away in perfect detail. Every syllable, every intonation, even the pauses, lived on in his memory as if freshly spoken. One day, an editor grew suspicious of Solomon's strange abilities and invited a young neuropsychologist named Alexander Luria to observe him. Luria, skeptical but curious, tested him rigorously. Strings of numbers, foreign words, complex equations. Solomon repeated them back, not just minutes later, but days, weeks, even years afterward, exactly as he had heard them. He wasn't memorizing in the way most people did. He was experiencing. Words became colors. Numbers became textures. Names had flavors. To Solomon, a phrase might taste of burnt sugar or feel like velvet across his skin. He didn't just remember, he relived. But this gift was also his burden. Solomon couldn't forget anything. Every idle conversation, every insignificant detail haunted him. The face of a stranger he passed 10 years ago could return in full clarity, interrupting dinner. Memories layered atop each other until the noise inside his mind became unbearable. He once tried to forget a phone number, just a simple, meaningless string, but it clung to him like a shadow. Even reading became a torment. Words on a page bled into one another, forming a chaos of overlapping sensations. To cope, he developed strange tricks, imagining writing thoughts on a chalkboard, then mentally erasing them. But even that was never enough. He struggled with the abstract. He could not grasp metaphor, couldn't understand how someone could melt with joy or burn with shame. For Solomon, joy had no temperature, and shame did not combust. The concrete ruled his world, a world too vivid to be lived in peace. As the years passed, Luria documented his case, amazed and saddened. In the public imagination, Solomon became a marvel, a man of infinite memory. But behind closed doors, he remained a prisoner of his mind, longing for something others took for granted, the ability to forget. In the end, Solomon Cherishevsky lived a long life, not defined by brilliance alone, but by the quiet sorrow of perfect recall. A man with a memory so powerful, it robbed him of the freedom to simply let go.